Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking, the hot box. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that.
What is going on, my fellow floppers, and welcome back to the channel. Now today guys, what I feel is a huge update that should be coming to Infinite Warfare very soon. Now just before we do actually carry on with this video guys, if you are new around here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to go ahead and leave a like on today's video. That would be very much appreciated. So anyway guys, back in January this year, we actually had some rumours that there was going to be some variants regarding kill streaks actually coming to Infinite Warfare. So there were going to be different types of variants and stuff like that, and a lot of people was actually quite mad about this. Now I think it is a cool idea once I've actually read the article how they're actually going to do it and stuff like that. But anyway guys, let's actually talk about the type of variants that will be coming and stuff like that. First of all guys, there's going to be a rare, a legendary and an epic variant for every single score streak that we currently have. Now there's going to be one pro for every variant and one con, so there's going to be one good thing about it and one bad thing about it, so it's not like going to be majorly overpowered and stuff like that. They're trying to balance it a little bit. So anyway guys, it looks like we are going to be getting a hater as well, but we will talk about that a little bit further on within the video. It also says in this article from Reddit guys, which we will post the link down in the description, that we should be seeing these around DLC 2 time. So I'm not sure when that is. It could be next month DLC 2, I'm not 100% sure, but as soon as I do know, I will let you guys know myself, neither over on Twitter or over here on YouTube. So anyway guys, we actually are going to get into the different variants that there's going to be. I'm going to read them all out to you. I'm going to try and make it as quick as possible because there is a lot of reading, put it this way, and I'm going to try and brief and shorten it down. So anyway guys, by looking at this, most cost for kill streaks for the rare is going to be 500 score. So anyway guys, we're going to jump into the UAV. First of all guys, we have got Pack Rat. Now Pack Rat basically stays active for a longer period of time, but however the health is a little bit less than normal, so it's easier to take down the UAV. Then we do have the legendary version, which is basically a higher resistance against explosive weapons, but it activates for a shorter period of time. And then we do have the epic variant. So the epic variant basically is increased assist points, but it's a higher price of cost. Now we're going to move on to the Scarab. Now the Scarab, the only thing we do have on the rare for the Scarab is actually increased frost duration, but that's about it. That's going to cost you 450. And then we do have the legendary variant. So the legendary variant does actually make you move a lot faster with movement speed. However, it does have a higher chassis of weight, hindering obviously vehicle boost, so it can't jump as high as, you know, as it would normally. So anyway guys, the epic one is got a lower sound output. However guys, it is sluggish and it is a lot slower with speed and movement and stuff like that, which is a little bit crap guys. And then we are going to move down onto the drone package. Now the drone package, first of all, we do have the rare. Now this actually fills a fake package with explosives content. So if you remember back in the older Call of Duty days guys, we did used to have drone packages where it was actually a trap. You could actually drop it, you will actually get what you want in it, and then actually it is a trap. So if somebody tries to into your care package, that is one easy kill. So that is one obviously benefit from that. These and actually, there's a passive decrease in cost, so it's about 350 for your cost. So anyway guys, we're going to look down at the legendary. So the legendary, what we do have here is able to re-roll the contents of the package, which I actually have seen this in previous Call of Duties as well. You used to double tap X on Black Ops 2 I think it was, or Black Ops 1, I can't remember. But however guys, you have a lower chance to get a higher score streak, which is kind of a little bit rubbish. But however guys, if you get a low score streak, you can double tap it or whatever, and you can actually change it to try and get a better streak. So anyway guys, the epic variant is going to cost you 1,200. I think this is going to be salvage points. I don't think it will be crypto keys or keys, whatever they're called. However guys, it is a high roller, only contains higher tier score streaks. However guys, like I said, the downside is actually the cost of the variant. So we're going to move to the counter UAV. The first one for the rare is actually going to cost you 600. So it basically stays active for a longer period of time, but it has less health as normal. The legendary version has enemy hoods are offline, allies are immune to outlines, tech, thermal, and all street, IA streak targeting, should I say. And obviously it says here for the negative, it actually is shorter period of time where it's active and stuff like that. So the epic version is going to be, it actually is an EMP blast on all enemies equipment, and score streaks are destroyed, which I think we've seen this before. I think it was the hacker or something in Advanced Advanced Warfare, I'm not too sure. We have seen something like this before, where it takes out all enemy streaks. I think it's a bit like the MP thing as well. But anyway guys, it is going to cost you 1,150. That is the disadvantage obviously with the price. So anyway guys, we're going to look at the epic variant. Now the epic variant actually roams around the area looking for targets. It's actually a seeker, and then the rubbish thing about it is sluggish and it does move a lot slower. So anyway guys, we are going to be moving on to the vulture. Now the vulture does actually cost 700 for the rare. Now the vulture actually self-destructs, explodes on death, dealing damage with a small radius, and it actually has less health than normal. So the legendary actually is able to guard an area instead of following the player. But however guys, the radar mode is offline. The last one guys, for the epic, we will see it roaming around the maps looking for targets. However guys, it will move very slow and it won't be very agile to get around as quick as you would like it to be. So anyway guys, we're going to move down to the Trinity rockets. Now the Trinity rockets will cost you 750 for the rare. This has a single payload with a large chain explosive detonation, and it also basically no longer has two side missiles to fire, so it is armless as well guys. So it literally only has one arm to fire, so you won't be firing two missiles, which is kind of sucky. But anyway guys, the legendary variant is going to cost you 750 and releases a cloud of toxic gases on impact. So I think this is something that we've seen in previous Call of Duties as well, like toxic gas. I forgot which Scorestreak used to do it, but I think it was the napalm. I think that will fire though obviously, but this is going to be toxic instead. And then the epic variant is going to be able to continuously fire side missiles with a slight delay. So obviously it's not too bad, but there's a bit of a delay, even though you can keep firing and firing as much as you possibly can. So anyway guys, we're going to move on to the Scorchers. Now the Scorchers are going to cost you 800. It does have a precision strike. All planes will strike the same point, which is pretty good. Then it also has lone Scorcher. Planes no longer fly in formation and come in at one time, so they don't come over like one at a time, they will all come at the same time. So anyway, the legendary will be 870 cost. It is swift, it will move faster and stuff like that, however it is a higher cost. And then the third and final one for the epic is going to be called Hydra or something. It's going to cost you 800. It will have a split strike, manually choose strike locations for each plane, which is really good guys. In fact, I actually can't wait for that, because Scorestreakes have actually been really bad on Infinite Warfare. But anyway guys, it will also have fewer explosions in the targeted areas, so there might only be one or two bombs in the one area where you put it. So it's going to be a little bit like the lightning strike from Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 2. So anyway guys, we are going to be moving down to Bombardment. Now Bombardment rare is going to cost you 850. Now it does have a supersonic explosive payloads arrive quicker, however guys, it's going to have fewer explosions in the targeted area. The legendary version is actually called is actually going to be able to make an extra selection on the target map. However guys, it's going to cost you a higher cost. It is going to cost you 925 score. Then for the final one, the epic is actually quite cheap. It's 850. Locks onto all enemy locations before firing, but however guys, it only fires off a single explosive per location, which is kind of a little bit rubbish. So we're going to move on to the Shock Sentry. Now the Shock Sentry is going to be faster seeking time of enemy targets for the rare, however it has less health than normal. So the second one guys, the legendary, is actually anti-air. It can take out obviously weapons in the sky like your Warden and things like that. However guys, it will no longer shock nearby targets on impact. But the epic variant will be able to shoot multiple tracking missiles at targets, but the turret will have a slower fire rate. Alright guys, so we're going to move on to the Warden now. The Warden, basically, on the first one, it's going to cost you 1,100. It basically has extra flares. However guys, it is active for a short period of time. The legendary version is ammo swap, so it has a rear turret now, fires bullets. Also guys, the rusted turret, so turrets have a slower rate of fire. And then the epic variant is also going to be, you can call in a sweep before the Warden begins its patrol, so I'm guessing that will probably sweep out a few enemies and then your Warden will come in, which is a little bit overpowered, but that will cost you 1,100. So we are moving on to the advanced UAV now guys. So the advanced UAV will cost you 1,250 for the rare, and this stays active for a longer period of time, however has less health than normal, which I think that's the same for most like UAVs and counter UAVs and stuff like that so far. The legendary variant, you will be able to slightly hidden through the use of reflective camo, so it can actually hide a little bit. I think the VSAT were a little bit like that, I can't remember, or was it the Blackbird, I'm not too sure. but however guys, it is active for a short period of time. So anyway guys, the final one is going to be really pricey. It's going to be 1,350. Basically, singles enemy markers are always visible and update in real time. So basically, it's just going to be the Blackbird, the VSAT, etc, etc. So we're going to move on to the 4. Now the rare is going to cost you 1,300. It has a higher resistance against explosive weapons. However guys, it is active for a short period of time. And then we've got the legendary, which basically a passive switch thruster. So I'm guessing it just moves between each thruster, and it's just a little bit easier to move about. I don't really get what that one is. Then the next one is going to be for the epic, obviously. Each released cluster seeks out targets in view. However guys, cluster missiles no longer track and move with the reticle. So we are moving down to the RCA guys. First of all, it is going to cost you 1,450 for the rare. It will be a lot faster with movement, however it is active for a short period of time. And then the legendary variant replaces main weapon with a faster firing energy machine gun. The epic variant is going to have a higher health and movement speed, but is only allowed to shield blast, can no longer use the main gun, which is a bit rubbish guys. Then we've got the AP3X, which basically is going to cost you 1,550. It has a higher resistance against explosive weapons, however it's active for a short period of time. Also guys, for the legendary, it launched missiles will automatically seek visible targets, but however slow reload speed. And the epic variant is Twin Dragons, has 2 laser turrets that lock onto targets, which sounds a little bit overpowered. But anyway guys, that is all of the streaks. I'm hoping I've read them all out properly and stuff like that, and you kind of understand. If you need more information, do come ahead and contact me on Twitter. If you want to see the post for yourself, if you don't quite believe me, the link will be down in the description. It is from a Reddit post once again. Also guys, make sure you do go ahead and drop a like on this video and subscribe if you are new around here. Thank you very much for watching as long as this, if you have stayed around to the end. So if you stayed around to the end, let me know what you believe and what you don't believe about all this. But anyway guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you are new around here. But anyway guys, as always, I'll see you on the next one.